As we remember St. Joseph the worker, let us reflect upon the workers and the work. Today, especially in India, work and workers are not given due respect and honor. We treat them according to their work, according to the type of work they do. The scavengers, road workers, cleaners, sweepers, toilet cleaners, we treat them in a different category, lower than many other workers. In fact, we have a degradation of blue collar workers and white collar workers. White collar workers who sit in the office in AC room and do the clerical jobs, and blue collar workers who really do manual work and sometimes very mean work according to us, and we treat them differently, and our way of dealing with them is also different. Even the payment is also different. It is not so much in many other countries, but in India, the payment is different. A teacher and a cleaner on the road will not get the same work, same payment. Or an IT worker who sits in the office in the AC room will not get a payment. One who constructs the road or cleans the toilet. We have a kind of approach, even not only to the payment and the workers themselves. We treat them differently. We discriminate them according to their type of work. And that is also in a way because maybe also the culture of India where we come from, where we have a particular caste attached to the work. And all these add up to the discrimination of work and discrimination of workers. What is the understanding of Christianity and the Catholic Church with regard to work and workers? It's quite different. Today's readings, first reading and also the gospel, give us a lot of light on how we need to approach and understand the work and the workers. Let me give you 3 important points on this. The first point is work is sacred. Every work is sacred. Every work is divine because God is the first worker. The Bible begins with the work of God, creation. God worked 6 days, and the 7th day he rested. None of us has the right to rest unless we work. That's the example God has given. God sanctified work. So every work is sacred. It is divine. That's the first point. Don't degrade work. Don't discriminate work. It is divine. Every work. It is God who sanctified the work. That's the first thing. Second point. Work is prayer. Work is prayer. Saint Benedict was the one who designed monastic life, early forms of our priests and sisters' life in the religious communities and convents. That is called monasticism. And Saint Benedict designed this type of life with a set of rules, and he designed around 2 things. They called work and prayer. Only these 2 things for the priests and religious. And he said entire Christian life is based on work and prayer. And he did not say work or prayer, one or the other. It is both. One depends on the other. Both are interdependent. One cannot exist without the other. So if you really work, you are praying. And if you really pray, you are working. And both are needed. You cannot sit in the church 24/7 and pray and do nothing about working and maintaining your family. You also need to work and really pray. And real work, doing the daily chores of your life, is real prayer with commitment. And that is called work is prayer. Third point that we need to understand about work. Work is noble. Every work has dignity. So respect every form of work, every type of workers. Work is noble, and every workers need to be treated and respected with the dignity. During this pandemic, there are many types of works emerged, and a different way we now see work. For example, pandemic has revealed shared household works. Certain works only meant for husband, only meant for wife. Now it has changed. All share in the workload in the family. Even during this time of pandemic, health workers, they really do a good job, and also volunteers who come out to work and help others. So let us respect them, let us pray for them, let us not discriminate them, especially during these days of pandemic. Every work is noble. Don't think that certain works are high class work, certain other works are low caste work. No. For us Christians, every work is noble, every work and workers to be treated with the dignity. Today we are celebrating the feast of Saint Joseph the Worker. If you look in the Bible, three major Josephs are Joseph of the Old Testament, Joseph of Arimathea, and Joseph, Saint Joseph, the husband of Mary. They all had different types of works if you watch their life. For example, Joseph of the Old Testament, he was a governor of Egypt, and he worked as a governor with sincerity and honesty, and especially a heart for the poor. So much so, his king, Pharaoh, used to say, "Go to Joseph. He will do anything for you." He was a good worker. And let us remember today, as we remember Joseph of the Old Testament, all the civil workers, all the government workers, Joseph of the Old Testament is a model for all the civil workers, government workers. With the sincerity, utmost commitment, Joseph of the Old Testament did that work. We have Joseph of Arimathea. What work he did? Buried the dead. And burying the dead is one of the 7 works of corporal works of mercy. We say works of mercy. And he did that. That is a work, noble work, sacred work, divine work. And Joseph of Arimathea did that. And we have Joseph, Saint Joseph. He worked not only just as a carpenter, he worked and dedicated his life for the family, which was not fully his family. The son was not fully his, but he had complete dedication and commitment to that family by working for that family. Let us all do our work well. St. Paul would say, you have no right to eat unless you work. Let us all work and respect the work and respect any type of work. Let us be willing to do any type of work, and also let us respect with the dignity all the workers. May Saint Joseph intercede for us, the real patron, the patron of all the workers.